Application of percents. This is our mini lesson. Application of percents. This is application in real life now. Let's read the problem. Marcy completed a science assignment and got 16 out of 20 questions correct. Her assignment last week was 16 out of 18 questions correct. Now, Kai realized that and said, yo, since she got 16 questions correct on both assignments, she should be given the same grade in the assignment. Are you sure? Is Kai right? Now we'll analyze that. What would be the best way to determine if Kai's reasoning is correct or not? How will we know? Remember, our data includes 16 out of 20, the first part. We'll have to analyze that. And then the second one, last week, it was 16 out of 18. So, you could determine the percent of correct questions that Marcy got on each assignment. This could be done by first method is setting up a proportion. That's what you're going to do. Or setting up a fraction, converting to a decimal, and then to a percent. Let's try the first way using a proportion. Okay, look at this one. I'm using the red ink to show 16 out of 20. Look, I put my ratio chart, part over whole is equal to percent over 100. Always write that proportion. So I know the part is 16 out of 20. The percent is missing. That's an X. Now, if you look at the pattern, this will be times 5 below. Therefore, on top, I will also do 16 times 5, and I will get what? 16 times 5 is equals to 80. What is 80 over 100? That's actually 80%. Okay? So that's the grade from 16 out of 20. Now, let's work on the second way. This is the second way. This is what? Converting to a fraction. Okay, look at this. 16 over 18, get the lowest terms. That's going to be divide by 2, divide by 2. That's going to be 8 over 9. Okay, that's a fraction. Now, get your calculator. 8, the one on top, divided by 9. Get your calculator. 8 divided by 9, what do you get? Okay, let me get my own calculator. If I do 8 divided by 9, I will get this weird number. I will get 0.8888 non-terminating. But remember, just round to two decimal places. So I'll make it 0.89. And how do I make that percent? It's a decimal now. Decimal. I will change that to a percent. What will I do? Move two places to the right. That's going to be 89%. See that? So on this week it's 80%. Last week it's 89. Is Kai reasoning correct or incorrect then? So now I can say, yo Kai, you wrong. Macy's assignment last week was 89, while her assignment this week was an 80. Okay, got it? Those two ways. Choose whatever is easy for you. The first way or the second way. Now let's try another problem. The seventh grade, let's read this one. The seventh grade class held an end of the year dance. Of the 300 seventh graders, 246 decided to attend. Yes, we'll attend. What percent of the seventh graders attended the end of the year dance? So let's set up a proportion. How will my setup be? Some people will have to write the box so that you won't forget, write up the box, which always says part over whole is equal to the percent over 100. Now, look at this pair, this ratio, 300 and 246. The part is what? 246 attended. And what is the whole? 300. Okay, we're good so far? What percent? So what is missing? U are the X, and it's always over what? To make it percent, it's always over 100. Okay, from here you can see a pattern. What pattern do you see? 300 became 100. Did it times a number or divide by a number? It got smaller, so divided by 3. Okay. If the pattern below is divided by 3, what will I do on top? I will also divide by 3. So let's do that. Let get your calculator. 246 divided by 3 is 82. I get 82. So I could say that there are 82% who attended the end of the year dance. Are you sure? Okay, that's my proportion. See, you just switch the places. It doesn't matter. The x is still missing. And you solve for it, which I showed the work. And our answer will be 82%. So we're right. Got it? Another problem. Let's check this out. 480 movie tickets were sold on Saturday. How many were child tickets? Okay, so let's focus on the child tickets. There you are. Child is 15%. So let's set up our proportion again. Okay, percent over 100. It's always 100. The part is on top, the whole is below. Now, 15%. Where do you think will you put 15%? The one with the percent sign is always on top of the 100. So 15%. Now, remember, 480 tickets were sold. Meaning that's the part or the whole. Think. Everything was sold 480. So that's the whole 480. And the children part of the ticket, which corresponds to 15%, that's the missing number now. That's the X. Okay, everybody solve. Now, let's try equation way using cross multiply. Look at that. Look at this. If you don't want to lose pattern, you can use cross multiply. That's 100 times X is 100X is equal to 480 times 15. Get your calculator. 480 times 15, you will get 7,200. Okay, how can X be alone? Divide by 100 on the left, divide by 100 on the right. That cancels out. X is equal to, cancel these two zeros when you divide by 100, 72. There are 72 children tickets sold. Got it? Let's try this word problem. Jed owns a music store and is taking inventory to prepare for a new order. He has organized the number of instruments in the table below. Help Jed analyze his store and place an upcoming order. So inventory is the number of instruments. Strings, percussion, wind, and brass. These are all part of his overall total instruments. Do you know the total instruments? We haven't done that, so let's do that first. I need to get a total. So let me add everything. Get your calculator if you need to. The total will be 500. Okay, got it? Now, but these are not percents yet. For example, for the string instruments, we got 65. Okay, but that's not percent yet. This is what we're going to do. Since it's 65 over total of 500, okay, you can get your calculator and do this. 65 first, plug it in, divided by, plug it in, 100, you will get a decimal answer. You will get 0.13. Oh, Ram, how can that be percent? That's a weird percent. Don't worry. Move it two places to the right. The decimal point will now be there. That's going to be 13%. Got it? Okay, try the next three. Then I'll show you the answers. Pause. Okay, here we go. Here are the answers. Okay, so percussion, 90 divided by 500, you will get 0.18. 0.18 becomes 18%. Next, 159 for wind divided by 159 divided by what? The total. Go back to the total. By 500, you will get 0.318. Move the decimal point two places to the right. It becomes 31.8. Remember the two places to the right. For brass instrument, 186 divided by 500. Calculator shows, what? 0.372. Two places to the right, that becomes 37.2. Okay, got it right? Pause again and try the next two. Okay, here's the answer. Based on the previous sales, Jed determines that he would like to order 30% more percussions. Okay, how do I do that? Let's try the percent way using an equation. I need 30% of what? The percussion. I got 90 percussion. Where did I get that percussion from there? Okay, is equal to, I don't know. I want to solve that. Change to a decimal. 0.30. Off means times 90. 30% or 0.3 times 90 will give you 27. So what can we say? 27 percussion instruments will be the total. Okay. After the order arrives, Jed has a new total now of 130 string instrument. What percent of the string instruments are new? Okay, so let's try our table once again. You could use the table. Percent, the percent, I don't know what percent. X percent. That they're asking for the percent. X percent of 100 is equal to the part over whole. What part do I have? Okay, the part I have about string. Oh, that's 90. The string instruments are here. The string instruments is 65 here. And the new number of instruments is 130. Okay, what percent is that? Okay, what pattern do I see? 100 became 130. Okay, oh, we can just use cross multiply. So cross multiply these two, cross multiply that two. Okay, I'll put the solution here. 130x is equal to 100 times 65 is 605, 65, followed by two zeros. Okay, to solve for x, divide by 130, divided by 130. Okay, get your calculator. 650, 650 divided by 1,3 is 50. So x is equal to 50. All right. So let's reveal the answer. That means 50%. Okay, got it? Now it's your turn to do the practice and homework in your packets. Good luck, Rampagers.